Hey everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. Major news and awesome PR for Palantir, where the CEO of Novartis, which is a major drug company with a market cap of around $235 billion as of this video, shouts out Palantir, which kind of shocked the CNBC host herself. This happened when the CEO, Vasant Narasimhan, was asked about how they're using AI in their organization. And I'll just play the clip here because I think it's really telling, and he doesn't hide that Palantir gives them an advantage today.
Most exciting and most promising? Where are you and using that to develop new medicines?
I'm excited as well for AI to support R&D in particular. I mean, it's going to revolutionize just the basics of how we operate as a large company. But I think it's going to change drug discovery and drug development. We have one really fundamental advantage, I think, versus our peers. 5 years ago, we invested heavily and created an integrated data lake we call Data 42 with our partners at Palantir. And now we're leveraging that data lake to move AI very quickly forward in the company. And I think this will give us an advantage because our data is organized, it's got a clear ontology, and I'm hoping that will lead to new discoveries faster over time.
That's a whole nother segment for another day. That's really exciting. I did not realize the Palantir link there. Vas, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
For being here. Post 9 on earnings. Vas Narasimhan, CEO of Novartis.
Now, honestly, that's great. The best PR you can get is when a customer speaks for themselves, especially when you're not around, because it comes off as authentic and truly something valuable. Now, today, Vas also did a longer interview over their amazing performance over the past couple of quarters and beating expectations, and it really adds up to this story that Palantir is helping them drive these kind of efficiencies, which in turn leads them to more flexibility around their share buybacks because of the strength of their balance sheet. And this also adds up to the divestitures of their lower margin and performing businesses like generics, and then also laying off over 10,000 people, which sounds kind of cruel, of course, on the human side. But on the business side, it does free up a lot of capital. And then lastly here, there's plenty of acquisitions that they've been doing to boost up their portfolio and things that actually bring a lot of return for them. So what was also more exciting to see was that Vas was specific in how Palantir actually drives value for their business. He talks about their data being organized with a clear ontology, which essentially means they actually have a full picture view of their state of being, which in turn lets them allocate their time, effort, and capital to the highest rewarding actions. It slowly peels away this black box feeling those who aren't familiar with Palantir, at least to get a customer's view that they understand what they're getting out of Palantir. And this isn't even talking about the AI aspect here either, which is helping drive the speed of their drug discovery process. So like I've said before with a lot of other customers, if you can just get your data organized and all in one go, at least something visible to the organization and to management, then you're going to be ready to go much further into predictive analytics and using AI to drive that. But for a lot of the companies actually in the country, this is actually the basic step where a lot of value can already be taken just using Palantir. Not only is this good for the bottom line for Novartis, but if this attracts more major customers in the life sciences space, it can be a great deal of progress to society as a whole, of course, if you can discover new drugs. And the closing of the clip, the reaction from Sarah Eisen saying she didn't know Palantir was behind the huge investment for them. It really looked like it took her by surprise and kind of made it look like she was ending the segment on that note, not trying to get into that anymore in that can of worms. But either way, this is great because this is like a major commercial customer and their CEO appears to be very competent in understanding what Palantir's product is doing for the organization and relaying the kind of value that they're getting out of there because other people are going to listen to this. Hopefully this drives more interest around Palantir's products on the commercial side and slowly continues to peel away any of those other lackluster reputational things that people always try to stick with and associate with them. But let me know, what are your thoughts on all this? Are you really happy to see this kind of PR for Palantir? Let me know below, and I'll see you in the next video.